What is going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Tyler Guy here, and today we have our Tie Talks episode 4. So this is gonna kind of be a hybrid. We got some really good questions like what's the best CMF as well as favorite Lego theme. But then we're also gonna be looking at the Lego news a little bit just because some of your questions coincided with those really well. So we're gonna get into some news as well in this episode. And again, if you guys want your answers, or if you have questions, leave them in the comments and I'll answer them for next episode of Tie Talks, which will be episode 5. So it could be anything really related, specifically if it's Lego, Star Wars, but even if it's to do with life or whatever, just leave them in the comments. I'll answer them for next episode. But yeah, this one should be interesting, a little bit of a hybrid. Haven't done this before, but it really did just fit with what we're doing. But yeah, enough talk. Let's get right into it. All right, so to start, let's take a look at our first question. And I just wanted to center in on the first thing he said. This is Minecorpse and Minecorpse X, and he said that he'd love a Spartan Warrior battle pack. I just wanted to center in on that. That would be amazing. I would buy 20 or 30 of those, make a whole Battle of Thermopylae mock. It would be amazing. Anyways, great idea right there. But the question he asked is, best Lego minifigures collectible minifigure in your opinion? So I had to think about this. There's a lot of honorable mentions. The Abraham Lincoln's great. There's like the Gamer, any of the Egyptian type minifigs are great as well. I mean, there's so many, but the 3 that kind of stood out to me that were kind of the candidates, I'll just throw them up. Kind of like my 3 favorite. They're not necessarily the best. Let me know what your favorite CMFs are. I'd be interested to know. But the one out of those 3 that really stood out to me was the Roman soldier. I love that minifig. You can buy tons of duplicates of them, unlike the Roman centurion or commander. His shield has a lot of detail. His torso, his legs, his the helmet. That was the first time I did that helmet mold. I absolutely love that minifigure, and that by far has to be my favorite CMF. Moving on, let's go on to our next question, and it comes from Black Hole Gaming, and he says, "This is my second time watching you. I subbed instantly. I hope you reach 1 million in this year." Thanks a lot, man. That's really nice. The question he asked though is, why did you start YouTube? Who inspired you? Okay, so first off, I'm gonna go with who inspired me. So let's just throw that up on the screen. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, M&R Productions kind of was one of the main ones that inspired me to start doing YouTube. And I've always loved Lego, so I was watching his videos and one day I just thought, you know what? I'd like to do something new. M&R does this, maybe I could give it a shot. I know quite a bit about Lego as well, not everything, which I'm finding, especially from doing this channel, there's lots to know about Lego, but I thought I'd take a chance at it, and it's worked out so far. So that's kind of who inspired me, and why I started doing Lego YouTubing was because I love Lego and I saw other guys do it, and that kind of inspired me to do that, if that makes sense. Sort of what these other guys were doing and my love of Lego, and I'm like, you know what, why not try it myself? And our next question comes to us by Chris, and he says, "Good to hear you like the garage door business. I've heard it can have its ups and downs." Dad jokes. So then his questions for next episode: who shot first? So in case you guys are wondering who shot first, I'm just gonna throw it up on screen so you guys know what we're talking about. Obviously, it's between Han and Greedo. In my opinion, Han shot first, hands down. He was supposed to be a good guy, but dangerous. I guess the Disney, they've updated it, and Greedo does an insult, basically meaning that he's gonna try and kill Han, and then Han reacts immediately and shoots him. So it kind of makes sense. But I honestly like the original 1977. Cut of it. I think Han did shoot first, but let me know what you guys think, if Greedo shot first or Han. That's just my opinion. His next question is how is it more difficult to collect Lego and find deals in Canada than if you were in the States? Now, Walmart, Toys R Us, sometimes they got better deals going on in the States, but the main reason why Lego is probably better to buy in the States is this store alone. And as you saw, it's Target. Not only do they get their stuff early, they have ridiculous sales. Like, if you ever watch Brickitect or M&R or Just Too Good, like these guys get crazy Target deals. And we don't have Target in Canada anymore. We used to have them. Target, hands down, they would make buying Lego even cheaper. Like, it's pretty cheap in Canada, it can be, but even cheaper. Like, I see 50% or more sales going on at Target. They are amazing. Target would make my life so much better. And our next question comes to us from Jay Lambo. And he says, hi Ty, I just purchased Lego set 10178 on eBay. What do you think of that set? Is it worth that retired set price? So, just so you guys know, the price that he paid was $360 US for it. So I'm gonna be honest, Jay, initially I thought you got ripped off or you paid too much, but let's throw up this picture. This is off of, this is off the internet, very reputable site. So let's just throw this picture up. So as you guys can see, that set brand new is worth well into the 500s. So you got a really good deal off eBay, good job. As far as what I think about the set, I think it's pretty cool. I like the motorized AT-AT idea. I don't quite like the design on it as much as the 2003 version, although it has a lot more mechanics going on. It does walk, and I think that's absolutely awesome. So yeah, great buy. You got a great deal for it, and I think it's a really cool set. So that's awesome. Good job, Jay. And our next question comes to us from Reed, and he asked the question is, what is your favorite theme that exists today? This is a really easy question, especially since it's today. I'll just throw it up on the screen in case you guys don't already know. And our next question comes to us from Jim Bob. I actually really like this question. He asked, what retired Lego theme and set would you most like to return and continue? I'm gonna throw up the picture right now. This is what I want. This is the theme I want to continue. So that's right, Pharaoh's Forbidden Ruins. That's what I want. Just make that set and update it with updated pieces, but don't make it too goofy like Pharaoh's Quest. I was not a huge fan of that theme. Just try and keep to the old way and bring it back, just, you know, with better pieces and whatnot. Just remake that set and bring the adventure theme back. That would be the one thing I really would want Lego to, basically the set I'd want them to bring back, and the theme I'd like them to bring back. I think a lot of fans would love it. I know I'm not alone in that. I know a lot of other people like the adventure theme, so that would be the theme I'd want them to bring back and the set. Our next question comes to us from Chris, and he asks, have you ever used Lego lighting kits? Is that something you might review on your channel? Yeah, actually, let's just throw up the news. This is big news for Lego, so let's just, I'll show you guys what he's talking about. Never actually owned any lighting kits, but just because it seemed kind of obscure and I had to buy it from a third party, but now that I can buy it through Lego, definitely I plan on buying some of them. I mean, right now there's 4 sets they have, like you guys saw, for what they have lighting kits for, but yeah, I plan on buying those for the future. I mean, imagine getting the new Star Destroyer all lit up. That would be amazing, or even the Imperial flagship, although they're not doing retired sets. Love to get into lighting kits. Anyways, the next question, there's a little tidbit of the news, we're gonna get into more. The next question is, also since you spent 12 years growing up there, favorite Mexican food? Hands down, my favorite Mexican food is chilaquiles. Here's a picture of them quick. Chilaquiles are amazing. They're kind of like tomatoey with tortilla, or like with tostadas, and like they'll have a meat with it. They're kind of spicy. They're really, really good. Our next question comes to us from DeHolden. He says, what do you think of the just announced Lego Ideas set selections? Are you happy with the Winnie the Pooh and Blacksmith House, or are you hoping for something else to get chosen? So here's those 2 models, just so you guys know what I'm talking about, or what we're talking about. Now, as far as if I'm happy with them, I don't really care for the Winnie the Pooh set. I never really have ever cared for Winnie the Pooh. And if you guys like Winnie the Pooh, that's fine. It's just not my thing. As far as the medieval blacksmith, I think that's really cool. But the sets that I would have liked them to maybe make, I do like the medieval blacksmith, that is high on the list, but these are the other two that I'd love them to make. Yeah, and of those two, I mean, Thunderbirds is pretty cool. I grew up with that as a kid, and they're actually pretty cool vehicles. I would have loved to see the Office. That Office set though looked amazing. That might run up like to 200 bucks though. That's a pretty big set with all those minifigs and how big it was. It looked like a hefty set, but I'd love to get an Office set. If I could have chosen, that would probably be my number one choice. But anyways, those are the questions for this episode of Tie Talks. Thanks for watching, and again, if you have a question, just leave them in the comments and I'll answer them for next episode. But yeah, thanks again for watching. This was something a little different, kind of a hybrid. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future Tie Talks, Q&As that I do in this channel, as well as maybe, mixing in mocks or news. Other stuff kind of tends to get in. But anyways, again, that's all I got for you today. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.